go ahead and get started.
Okay, the first page that I gave you there, these are going to be sort of review questions for our first exam, which I'm planning on Tuesday next week, if that works. But I figured what we could do tonight, I could give you some time to look over those questions there.
Answer any questions that you have.
If you need to check over the answers, I do have them with me too. I just want to make sure that we're good to go on these topics here before we go any further.
And then,
Since you said we were going to be out on Thursday, we do have this assignment, like, get that started on.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to be working on Thursday.
Is this is just like a reference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then the other page, that one, this is a reference page of formulas and conversions. And you would actually have access to this during the exam as well. Eventually, I have some review questions on this for our first exam. Get ready for it. Reference sheet. We'll look that. Yeah. So I figured I would just give you time to look over them and answer any questions that you have. And then if you need, I have the answers on me too.
I appreciate that. How rough day.
You totally understand that. And I'm just gonna give some directions to the online section, so if it looks like I'm talking to myself, I'm not.
okay, for those of you in the online section of this class, I'm currently in our Canvas page. Tonight, we're going to be working on the review for the first exam. That can be found under the Lesson 1 Problem Solving module. At the very end, for Exam 1 review materials. So the review questions can be found here. The supplement page will be here. List of conversions and different information that you'll need for the first exam. I would highly recommend that you print this out so that you have access to it during the test. Review answers can be found here. If you need to see any of the work specifically, that's all good. What's going on now?
It's like fishing.
That's fun. Okay. If you need to see any of the work for any of these, I do have a document with that information. I'll post that here to Canvas in a little bit. Some specific directions for you for the exam, if you're in the online section. Your exam is going to be due on Thursday next week, the 25th. it will open for you on Thursday this week, the 18th. So you'll have 1 week to complete it, but you'll need to complete the exam in one sitting. And you'll have a time limit of, I believe, 75 minutes. Oh, sorry, 1 hour for a time limit there. So again, that will open on the 18th. You'll need to take the practice quiz that's found in Canvas, and you will need to use the Respondus lockdown browser to take the exam. So if you have any questions on that, just let me know. But this is what we're going to be working on in class tonight here in Du Bois.
Compared is, compared and then reference. So the reference is, it would be 38. No.
Yep.
Reference,
Reference would be the old value.
the old value.
Yeah.
So compared. 38 and reference would be 32 because 32 is the old value.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're allowed to write on these.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I feel like number 2 is a trick question.
Number 2 is a trick question.
Like, wouldn't it be this? Wouldn't it still be 1350 if it decreases by 5% and then goes back up 5%? It would be the same.
Well, if it helps here, say, just as another example, say it was $100 an hour
Okay.
that he made, and say it decreased by 10%.
Okay.
So that would go to,
10.
and that's how much it would take off, right?
Yeah.
So it would go to 90, I believe.
Okay.
But then if you add 10% back onto it,
It would be 100.
well, 10% of 90 would be
Okay.
like 9, right?
Yeah. So it would be 99.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's going to be a little bit of a difference there.
right?
Which one?
Number two.
Wait, okay,
Number
so
two?
Basically, I don't know why that would, from what you're saying, you, if it's decreasing 13.50, decreasing by 5%, how I would do this,
Mhm.
my basic math skills, I would take 13.50 and multiply by 0.05%, and I would take that number and subtract the 13.50 by that number
Mhm.
to get my new number, right?
Yep, you can do that.
Okay.
Yep, that'll give you the decrease, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. And then from there, you'll just have to do the same thing again with that new number.
And add
Yeah.
it. So we just add 0.68 to 1350? If you add 0.6, I'm sorry.
Then multiply this again by the 0.05, how I would do that. And you get that number and that.
Add it to that, okay, that makes sense.
So if
Yeah.
I don't do it the way that you taught us,
Mhm.
do I get points one at all?
No, no, as long as you get to the right answer, and as long as I can tell what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm very open to other ways of solving these.
Okay.
So,
Good. Because
So then I do 1282. I'm just gonna go out there and pop back. No offense.
so glad there's not a back. Well, if it makes you feel any better, as I say, I'm just the messenger. So,
Yes. Yes. I did it right.
this is the first time I've really understood that.
So for number 20.
Mhm.
You would just add, no, you divide how many dogs were adopted each month. So you would take 18 divided by 26, then multiply by 100, and then compare the 2%.
you could do that.
I don't like when you say that, because is that the right way to do it?
Well, the thing is, there's a couple of ways to do this one. So,
As long as that's right.
it's like, if you want, I can tell you what I would do here.
Okay,
So, the absolute difference would be the 26 dogs in June versus the 18 dogs in May,
okay,
right? So that's 8 more than what you had in May, right?
yeah,
So then if you take that number divided by your reference, which would be the 18,
divided by 26. Or would you do 26 divided by 18?
well, the 8 divided by the
Oh,
18,
okay,
and that'll give you the relative difference or the percent change from May to June.
So I can't do 18 divided by 26.
No, I think you're going to get a different number. Just because 26 is the new value, 18 is the
So I'm doing-
reference value.
So I'm doing 8 divided by 18.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, I just told you to. Yes. But I didn't get the 5, I just got the 4.8. Oh, I did not. And then cats.
So then for number 3, which formula would we guys use?
Yep. So
You have to have the absolute difference in the relative difference.
yeah. Yep. So it'll be those two together there.
Is that mainly what we're doing in all of these, is the absolute difference and the relative difference?
It'll show up in quite a bit of these. Let's see where else it shows up.
Number 4.
Let's see, I don't think you'll need it for 4. Let's see.
So that's why I get in 2 times.
Yep. You'll do that twice, once for dogs and once for cats. Yeah. I think it only really shows up in the first 3 questions there.
So how do you find the percent of something? Do you multiply or do you divide? 75% of 300, 300 divided by, or multiplied by 0.75.
That'll give you 75% of 300. Yeah.
Did you get 66.58% of the school room before?
66.58, you said?
Yes.
I agree with that.
Are we using, number 5, are we using this CPI table?
For 5,
I'm having-
yeah, I don't think you'll need the CPI table for 5, but you'll need it for the next one, number 6.
So,
So for 5, so you have a price index of 251.9, right?
so what does that? For the price, is that how much it goes up or what?
Well, if the starting value is 100, like whenever we're in 1996 in this case,
Okay,
and we want to go to 2025, 100 would go to 251.9 in that amount of time to have the same amount of buying power. But what
so
it,
from 1996 to 2025, it would go from 100 to 251.9.
yeah, or it goes up 2.519 times its original value. But what it means, if the price index is 251.9, if we started with 100, we could just take 100 off of that, and that'll give you the percent difference.
So take 251.9 minus 100.
Yeah. And that'll tell you what percent higher the price is.
So it's 151.9.
So 151.9% higher.
So and then if it costs $1.31 in 1996, but the price index is still 251.9, right?
Mhm.
Would you subtract 131 from 251.9?
Close.
So if it doesn't raise costs.
Yeah, so if you have,
What?
yeah, it'll end up being multiplying.
What's that?
It'll end up being multiplying.
Okay,
So $1.31 times 251.9. That's the new value, right?
yeah,
Over, what did we start with originally in 1996 for that index number?
oh wait. 100.
Yeah. So then if you multiply it by this year, this will tell you what the new price will be.
So 330.
So that would be the 2025 price.
On number 4,
Mhm.
is the percentage above 100.
And it should be.
Oh, I did something wrong.
Let's see what you got.
I got 150 right now.
Let's see.
Did I put these on the wrong side?
Yeah, I think you just have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why did we start with 100? Like that,
Wasn't it a percentage out of 100?
You could think of it that way.
like for number 5, like I just don't understand like why we started with 100.
So the reason we started with 100 there, because it is a percent difference, right?
Okay.
100% would be the same thing as the number 1, right?
Okay.
Anything multiplied by 1 would be
It's
itself. Yeah. So that's why we would start with that number there.
$66.37.
That matches mine.
I got 58, 66.58.
I rounded just to the two interns.
But 8 rounds this up to 8.
Well, listen, I said 5 and above the issue. So I stopped rounding like that. So what is your opinion? How do you feel about the thing, will let it go 5 and above the issue? Is that a reliable source?
One I always said, 5 and above, round up, 4 below, just keep it pretty. That's it.
How strict are you on those roundings? If I'm off by 1 or 2? Or mostly just 1?
I mean, rounding, I'm usually not too picky. I mean, if we're talking like 0.01, that's one thing. But if it's like off by 5 or something like that,
Right.
then if we're in two completely different ballparks. kind of
Is that
thing,
homework? Online homework? That's big.
It is picky, I'll be honest. I won't be anywhere near that picky if that helps, so,
Appreciate it.
yeah. Just as long as it's in the same universe, so to speak. Yeah.
I don't know, they're talking about major Olympics. That's where I got that from.
Yeah.
You know, I'm tired, I'm bored, and I hate math, so I don't know what else you want from
It's
me.
the first time I've said math in a long time, so I'm okay with it. Just want to watch. When I get into like the big percentages is where I think.
I will say, if you need to see any of the specific work, I do have it here, if you need it.
So, number 6. So you would take, so 2013 was 233, right?
Yeah.
So then 2020 was 258. So you would subtract that and get point return and take like, however much it went up by, right? So then if the average ticket was 27, you would just add whatever you got from the beginning to that 27, and that would be the new price, correct? Got it. Sandy didn't call her?
I like him.
I
I
like
like
it.
it. You know, we've seen Corey Kevin. I didn't like it. Yeah, Zach was actually not that bad, but Corey Kevin. I like Corey Kevin. Corey Kevin.
No one goes to you. Doesn't it? I know my first concert. My first concert was
I'm not a name to it's for 85.
Oh.
Will the exam be online?
It'll be on paper for you guys.
Whenever you make it, can you, this isn't too much to ask, can you give me more writing space?
I
Oh, yeah.
agree.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for some reason, that's just how the review page printed. But the actual test will have probably like 2 or 3 questions a page, I'd say.
So. This is what it was in 2013. This is what it was in 2020. So to just find the difference, you just subtract it.
Right, just subtract those.
Yeah, and that's how much it went up. So if this is how much it was in 2013, and it went up by the same amount as this did, you just add this number and then whatever you got, whenever you subtracted these two. Because it's the same amount, it went up by the same amount. Instead of assuming the average price of the ticket risen the same as, like, the same rate as CPI. So that's your 25.8 is your CPI rate.
Okay.
So that's the answer to the first. So that's your rate. That it went up.
So then I would just take this 25,
So
that times 25.
plus, you would just add it.
Oh.
Because that's all.
Okay,
it's-
that makes sense.
Yeah. That's going up. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Can you explain? So whenever it says what percent of all patients were cured with the new treatment? So would all patients be mild and severe, cured and not cured, all added together? Okay.
Yeah.
How did you get that? That's not what I can.
We have to do 0 point. 0 point. No, I wanna do that.
Plus. Yeah, I said that. Add them. Oh, yes, because if you add, look, with this,
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
look, if you add 233.0, that's what it was in 2013, plus 25.8, that gives you your 258. You're just adding. So if you have 27.8 plus 5.8, that's the price. No, that is just what it went up by. No. They're not percentages. That's just a price index, that's just how much it goes up by.
That's not a percentage.
For the price index?
Yeah.
If you do over 100 for the original amount, then it would be a percentage.
But they're not ever 100, so they're not percentages.
Nope.
See, I thought.
Why you're
that
only adding,
CPI was
it's a price index.
in 1998, the price increased by 148%, or 128%.
No. That's just what the index was, it's not how much it increased by, it's just what the price index was. That's not what it's going up by. To figure out how it's going up by, you take another year minus that year. That's how much it went up. That's why you took 2013, 2020 minus 2013, and it went up 25.8. So you're only adding.
I'm just so confused on how those are percentages.
What are they then? Indexes.
Like, say, just for an example here, say it's like a dozen eggs. In 2013, it would be, the number there is 233, right? So $2.33 for a dozen, let's say. In 2020, the number goes to 258.8. So that same dozen of eggs is going to cost $2.58 in 2020.
That makes a lot more sense. That makes, I was getting those questions wrong a lot on the number. I couldn't figure out what I was doing.
But that makes more sense though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought they were.
Area's formula is square feet, right?
Yeah. For the units, yeah.
hold up, how many square feet are in the yard? It would just be 3 feet?
It should be 9, I believe.
Oh, because it's square.
Yeah.
Well, I'll write that down.
Actually, if it helps, I can show you here.
Yeah,
So, 3 feet in a yard, right?
yeah,
But you want it to be in square yards.
yeah,
So to do that, you're gonna have to square this unit, right?
yeah.
So think if we square this whole thing here,
Be 9, yeah.
so it would be yards squared at the bottom, feet squared on top. The exponents on the 3 and the 1 here are understood to be
1.
1.
So it's 3 times 3 and then 1 times 1.
So you have to distribute the squared to each of those.
Right. So it's 3 squared or 1 squared, which is 9.
Yeah. So then 9 feet squared over
Squared.
1 yard squared. Yeah.
Okay. Can we turn lights on in here?
We can do that.
Wait, what? So, yeah, so you want so so remember the full way. No, because that would get into severe acne. If you went the whole way across, it would get into severe acne. So you
Oh, it says cured with, not, okay,
you good? No. Okay, so those who have mild acne, this is those who have mild acne, we're sure to hold. Or we can always do. So I did, out of mild acne, the ones that were cured would be 32. And then I did 2 divided by 32 because 2 out of the ones that were cured, 2 of them were cured with the old treatment, which is what it's asking. Is that right?
For which one?
For number 7A.
7A.
So I did 32, like out of all of those who were cured, would be 32 in all. I did 2 of them were cured with the old treatment, which is what it's asking, right?
I agree with the 2 there.
so.
So it's
what I
2
did-
out of all of them that had mild acne.
Yeah, 2 out of all of them that had mild acne.
So would it be 20% for A?
Close. Because it should be 2 out of 100 total that had mild acne. From adding up all 4 of those, the 2, the 8, the 30, and the 60.
Okay, so. I'm adding up all 4 numbers, not just the old treatment numbers.
Yeah. 2%.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I add up all 4 numbers.
See, now
and I
that's-
get the percentage from that, not, so how I was doing it was like.
The way that it's worded is dumb, because like out of those who had mild acne that were cured, so you would think that out of everyone that were cured, it would be
old treatment.
with the, yes, out of everyone that is
But
cured,
the old treatment is this way. That's.
No.
The new treatment.
no,
30 is new treatment.
no.
It's not, it's 30 is the new treatment.
Cured with the new treatment.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you would have to, out of everyone that was cured, which would be with the old treatment and the new treatment, you want the percentage that was cured with the old treatment. So that's where you would get the 2 from. So you would take out of everyone that was cured, altogether, old and new, and then people that were cured with the old treatment, you want that percentage. you don't factor in the people that were not cured, because what do they matter? They weren't cured.
Because this is the overall victims. But why are we talking the nutrient?
Yeah, so the key with this one, and the wording is kind of strange, I'll be honest. So who had mild acne,
What percent of those who had mild acne were
Yep.
cured?
so who had mild acne would be any of those within those four, right?
Well, that's dumb. That's
But-
like, I know, like, either way, I know how to do it. It's just like the wording of like what exactly it wants.
Right. And if it helps here, because you had 2 out of 32 originally.
Yeah.
Right? If it said instead, what percent of those with mild acne,
That were cured with the old treatment.
yeah,
What?
but I'll be honest too, this is why I try to do partial credit too, just because of things like that, so. But the thing I always say, the more you write down, the more I can help you, kind of thing.
So there are 264 square feet. How many would that be spread yards? So it would be,
So for B, what's the percent of all patients that
You
were
said
cured?
264 square
yes,
feet,
square feet.
All patients that were cured with nutrient.
and you want it to go to square yards.
Yes. But, yes,
So to do
Square
that, if you want to get rid of feet in the
need feet squared on
conversion,
the bottom. So
yeah,
there's 3, no. Yeah, there's 3 feet squared in 1 yard, right?
so if it was just feet and yards, 3 feet in 1 yard, right?
Right,
But if we want a
It's
square on
square.
that, we're gonna have to do that to everything there.
so then it's gonna be your 1/9,
Yeah.
okay. And then that cancels, and then that cancels, and you divide by 9.
Yeah.
Got it. What if I have a decimal?
You can have a decimal with this.
Okay,
So I'm just going off of this here. That should be
that's 29 point
like
40
29.
repeating.
Yeah, 29 and 1/3. Okay.
Out of 200, so what percent of all the patients? So that's everybody. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. I know what I did. Yes. What percent of all the patients, so all the patients is 200, right? Percent of all the patients with cures with the new
42 patients.
out of 200. Yeah. Huh? And what did you get? What, did you get 90? How? 42 divided by 100 times 100 is 21. Why? 42 divided by 200 is point,
See, I wasn't dividing, I multiplied.
why are you multiplying?
Because that's what I'm supposed to do.
No. We're dividing,
And how do you,
because that's how you get a percentage.
I thought we multiplied it in this way. Since when do you lie? How do I know when to go
In one context
and be, I guess,
of 7. So if it helps here, whenever you see the word with, anything that's before that there, that's gonna be the thing that's on the bottom of the fraction. So in this case, all patients cured, it has to be the thing that's on the bottom in B there. But whenever you have something on the bottom there, you're gonna be dividing.
yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just take 2 divided by 100. I mean, that is your answer to 2 divided by 100. So you would multiply that by 100, get 2%. Your answer's still right, you just need to set. I think you get in my mind there's 100 people I have. Right. Yeah. I don't want to do number 9.
You don't want to do number 9?
What?
Don't want to do number 9?
No, I mean, I don't. So can you convert your dollars and your, and the kilograms at the same time? Like,
You could,
yeah,
but it might get a little messy if you do that, but at least with the units.
so like I could do. I don't even. So what is it yen?
Oh, yen is the currency of Japan. So I think that should be on the,
Yes, it is.
yeah,
See now, but this says 1 yen equals 0.0066 US dollars. But then on here, it says 1 US dollar equals 146.52 yen.
Yeah,
So now I'm
So-
confused.
so
Wait, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
yeah, the big thing, that 146.52 yen,
Yeah,
essentially what they did there, they just wanted to make this one.
Yeah.
So then they divided it by that. So then that cancels. And then that's where they came up with the, what, 0.0067, you said?
6.6.
66? Yeah.
so how can I convert this to? So.
There's. So volume is cubed. right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you doing with cubed?
Volume means cube.
Yes.
But I'm
What are
writing that,
you using cubed?
I'm not, but I'm writing that down for the test.
Okay. I'm like, I have not used cubed yet. So kilograms, pounds. What'd you get for number 9?
Number 9?
Yep.
The average American spends, wait, am I looking at the right one? The yen one, right?
Yes.
$101.97 per pound,
97 cents. Not 99 cents.
99 cents. Well, let me do the math here. Let's see. 68. Yeah, when I use the 0.00661 and for
Which is 0.0066.
Mhm.
There's no 1.
Isn't the one that
I use 0.0066,
Okay.
but then for the 1 kilogram to pounds, let me see if you have that conversion.
1 kilogram equals,
2.205 pounds.
well, I did 224.85 US dollars per kilogram. So that's how much it is per kilogram. And
Okay,
I multiplied that and did kilogram on top, which is 0.4536 kilograms per pound, and 1 on the bottom.
okay.
So then I got $101.99.
Yeah, so if you use the one on that sheet there, you would get 101.99.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
am I right?
Yep, you're right. Yeah, I think we just had slight differences in our conversion there.
Yeah.
So,
This is 29. Okay. 264, 650. Yeah. Right.
An average person showers for 8 minutes. I shower a lot longer than 8 minutes. Yes, yes.
Where'd you get 10?
is that? Looks like 48.67 hours.
Do you want us to use the number on the paper or on the?
You can use them on this paper. Yeah.
Every 6 hours. Okay, so you can take. So every 6 hours, you can take 4 doses, essentially, in a day. Right? Yeah. Yeah, so you can take 4 doses in a day, 25 milligrams. So there's 100 milligrams per day. Times 7 days a week is 700 milligrams per week. So 10 milligrams. 12.5 milligrams per 5 milliliters would be 2.5 milligrams per milliliter. To have 700 milligrams. You would need 280 milliliters. What'd you get for number 11?
Number 11, a 100-pound person should take 280 milliliters of liquid Benadryl in a week. I was gonna say, if you want to hold on to it, you can, but if you want, I can give you the work too that goes along with this.
No, I wrote on my work.
Okay. That works. will say, if you feel pretty good on this, you should feel pretty good for the exam coming up, I would say.
Which one? Do you want? So we did 3, 67, 60 times. Where did you get this number? I didn't use that one. I put the one that you made here. So I did 0.0066 US dollars, it's 1 yen. And I crossed out yen. If you use that one, you use that conversion. So essentially, it would be the same, it would still be right. So then you would take, yeah, so take that divided by that. And then you have 232, but I have 224. But she used the other conversion, so technically
Yeah, it's
it's
good.
still right.
Yeah, just because of the difference in conversion there.
Yeah. No, that's right. So, yeah, you have, this is yens. This is yen, this is US dollars. So you cancel out yens. So then you take that and divide it by, so then you have 232, 5, 1. You should have US dollars. This should be kilograms. Because you're left with reliable kilograms. The 32. You do kilograms and pounds. What time is this concert? Can I do this when I get back?
Oh, yeah,
Or
that's
send
fine.
a picture of it to you?
That works too.
No, this is what I'm doing on.
Oh, just so I know, do any of you need a calculator for the exam next week? I don't know if I can do that.
Okay, then yes.
Okay,
I will do.
okay. I have some extra ones for my classroom at DCC, so.
No, I have it. I'm gonna remember to work.
Okay.
Yeah, I should be good.
Well, worst case scenario, I work about 500 yards away from here, so I can always run back. I actually just got new TI-84 calculators, if you know what those are. Now I actually have a class set that works, so